1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. This video is about the North Node in Aries or the first house. So if the North Node is in Aries or the first house, then the South Node is in the 7th house or Libra. So if you have your North Node in Aries or the first house, then basically in order to incorporate balance into your life and evolve to who you are supposed to be, it is important for you to basically be more about yourself. It's important to release the need to please other people. It is important to release the need to appear to be trustworthy to other people and be so relatable. Because in the process of doing this, you're basically turning off the light in a certain area of yourself, in a certain area of your life. I'm not saying to completely let go of all your Libra type relationship type qualities, because those are the things that come extremely natural to you. Like it comes natural to you having your South Node in Libra or the 7th house to be someone who gets along well with others. And sometimes getting along well with others come with a cost. And normally you might have to pay the price for that, because again, having this placement, you might find that you don't like to rock the boat, you don't like to upset other people, and often you will come off relatable or basically seeing value in yourself based on the people that you associate yourself with, based on the company you keep, the things that you own, the things that you value, things like that. Because Libra energy, for me, is the energy that seeks balance. So people who are strongly associated with Libra energy are the kind of people, I believe, that basically puts themselves on one side of the scale that's used to represent Libra, and then they put the people, places, and things that they value on the other scale, and they observe how these things can add value to themselves. So that means a lot of the times, like with this placement, you might get frozen into place when it's time to disagree or go against like the people that you may see as valuable, in the sense that, say you have a friend that you put on a pedestal, and you put this friend on a pedestal for whatever reason. And often sometimes it might have to do with, social status, or maybe this person is a family member or whatever. Basically, you put this person on a pedestal and you're realizing that you completely disagree with a way that they do things. Like you come to realize that you don't unify with their ways of doing things. It's like you might find that it's really hard to stand up to them and let them know how you feel, because the idea of being pushed out, cast away, or left in the cold can be a bit traumatizing. And having the North Node in Aries or the first house, like you are being encouraged to put yourself first. You are being encouraged to be more direct, be more energetic when it comes to you and your values and the things that are important to you. Like embodying and embracing more of the Aries energy. Basically, this is going to add more balance into your life, more balance into those areas of yourself that you might be unaware of that is working against you in a negative way. Like some of the things that might be working against you in a negative way is that basically you might make friends with people. And when you're making friends with people, like you're not showing up and being completely who you are. And then you find yourself in situations where you feel completely like you're being controlled or dominated by others and their views and their needs and wants and things like that. And it's like like basically it's not that they're controlling you. It's not that they are trying to, demand anything out of you. And maybe they are, but it's important to address the root of this. Like, how did it come to be this way? And the reason for that is because with this placement, you might not realize that you show up and you be who you believe people need you to be in order to have order and cooperation. And then people get used to assuming that you are a certain way when in fact you are more than just how you show up to be. I can see this playing out when Oprah went to Africa and met with Mandela. And I remember seeing the interview when she met with Mandela, like he said to her, like, I guess she shared a dream of hers, something she's thought about doing. I think building a school or something like that. And by the end of the meeting, like, she was convinced, like, she needs to build a school there. And even though that might have been a dream or aspiration of hers, like, basically she didn't go there with that intention, but then she left there with that responsibility. So it's important for you to see that in yourself, where sometimes, you are encouraged to take on responsibilities that even though, yes, you might have felt a small bit of inspiration to do that thing, it's like it wasn't something you fully agreed on. And in order not to rock the boat, or in order to be seen a certain way, you take on these ways of being and doing. Another thing with Libra energy and having to do with relationships, it's like you might find that you are crippled or paralyzed at the thought of making moves on your own, at the thought of doing things on your own without other people's consent. Moving into your North Node into Aries is where you are like, screw everybody else and what they think. This is what makes me happy in this moment, so I'm going to go for it. And as long as I'm not hurting myself or anybody in return, I'm going to do what makes me happy in this moment. And you'll start to realize like who are really your friends and who aren't, and keep in mind, I did say whatever it is that you're doing, you're not harming yourself or anyone else in the process. But with this placement, something that needs to happen is implementing healthy boundaries. And when you implement healthy boundaries with this placement, you might find that like certain people are pissed off, but the people who are pissed off with your healthy boundaries are people who got to benefit your lack of boundaries in the first place. So yes, incorporating Aries energy, if the North Node is in the first house or in Aries, incorporating that Aries energy, that's going to add the balance that you need in order to add balance in your life and in order to evolve and make the most of this human experience. If you're still here with me, please drop me a pink heart in the comment box below and share with me your experience with this placement. I would love to hear from you. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.